back, everyone, to the Ill-Informed Podcast.
What is up?
What's up? We got our first guest. If you want to introduce yourself a little bit.
How's it going, everyone? I'm Nick. I'm just a buddy of these boys.
Buddy of these boys.
It's a cute little high school buddy.
High school friend.
Hell yeah.
He can.
Previous wrestling partner.
Oh, hell yeah.
We both hated that shit.
Oh, yeah. Jake and I just kicked each other's ass for 2 hours every day.
Weren't you
It was
good,
awesome.
though? Because I know,
He
no
was-
offense, but I know you weren't good.
He
but
was
I
better
was-
than me.
Weren't you-
Imagine, like, someone
weren't you
good,
good,
and then
though?
you got, like, Jake, and then, like, Ray.
Oh, okay.
We both also threw the, I think,
I
know
took
I
JV
did.
State one year, so, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
JV State.
That's
I
not
mean,
bad at all.
That's
not
impressive as shit.
I think we both also purposefully, I don't know if you did, but I know I did. We did a little competition to see like what seed we were for the weight class. We were both 160. I threw so I would be at the bottom.
Oh.
I don't know if you did, but I
No,
was like, I'm not gonna be varsity.
Dude, every time I went over to this kid's house in high school, he'd be like, water weight. I'm just cutting down. I'm just drinking water. Just like 7 gallons of water a day.
No, I wasn't even good either. I just didn't want to have my coach beat me.
That's
Coach
true.
Yer.
Coach Yer is a fucking intense fucker.
He was a monster. Dude, one of our buddies, his name was Bridger. I actually have a video of it. He had a...
He was the 160 varsity, right? Bridger?
No. He just wrestled his senior year.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever wrestled with him, but it was our junior year, so their senior year. He was a year above us. And you know how if you skip enough classes, you get a no grade,
Right.
and you have to go to attendance school?
That shit
He had
sucked.
like 7 absences in our wrestling class. And so our coach made a deal. He was like, okay, if you can, instead of going to 7 attendance classes, if you wrestle me live for 15 minutes, then I'll take your no grade off.
15 minutes.
So the
Oh,
entire
dude.
time,
Fuck,
bro,
man.
oh my gosh, there's a video of him, and Coach here just grabs his head and goes like this, and he just like limps, face plants into the mat.
Oh.
And the entire time he just wham, smacking the inside of his thighs. By the end, bro, they were literally purple.
Wow.
Like the
You don't
inside
wanna
of his
go
thighs
against
were
Coach
Wow.
purple, bro.
Oh my god.
You guys
And
both
then-
know Coach Yer.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God.
And then it's
Gorilla
like
looking
it's
dude.
easy for Coach here. He's just beating the crap out of him. And then at the end he's like, "Oh yeah, you got your no grade off. Good job." And just literally he's just purple thighs, just dead.
I'd rather go to
just-
attendance school at that
Oh,
point,
dude.
honestly.
Serious.
I would have taken attendance school. That's crazy.
I remember I had Coach Yer
That's
for a
pretty fucked.
weightlifting
It was so
class,
funny.
and when he walked in, he literally walked in like barn door, like
yeah.
elbows.
Yeah.
I can't even.
Dude, he
walk.
looks like a
Little
fucking
triangle.
gorilla, dude.
Yeah,
he's fucking.
huge. If anyone can kill a chimp, it's him.
Who-
I'd bet money on him.
Who was the football coach?
Care.
Yeah, wasn't
Coach
it Yer for
Who
a
was
little
the other
bit?
one then? The
No,
shorter
Yer
one,
was
no?
baseball.
The one
for a
before?
little bit.
Baseball.
No, they coached at the same time because he would always come in when we were doing weightlifting.
Is Coach still? You're still the baseball?
I don't even know if he's still there.
I don't know if
honestly,
he still is.
He's still at corner.
He is.
I don't think
yeah.
he's still the baseball.
Baseball? No.
I saw
You gotta know
Coach.
who I'm talking about. Who's the shorter coach?
Though. Football?
For football?
I'm pretty sure he was like a football coach or something at corner. Because he would come into yours when we were weightlifting, and he'd just grab those 100-pound dumbbells
Care.
Oh,
and do,
yeah,
and
yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
curls with them. Yeah.
You're talking
yeah.
about Coach Cares. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Fuck,
He's
he was
kind of
shorter.
stocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
What
who you're
was his
talking
name?
about.
He was definitely a coach. Whatever, though.
I remember.
I think I know who you're talking about too, and that's why it's bugging because I can picture like all the short football and wrestling coaches, and I'm like,
Yeah, dude. Mans was curling.
I feel
100
like a
pounds.
lot of high school assistant coaches are short and stocky a lot of the time.
yeah, just shredded.
Like if I had to bet, I'd say about 60% of all high schools around the world, or I guess around the United States. I don't know if they even have.
High
This-
school in China.
Fuck, I don't know what it's called. Like secondary school, isn't it?
In China?
Maybe not in China, but
Not the
in other.
secondary school.
I know.
No, that's
yeah.
a thing. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's a thing.
Wait, really?
In China?
I don't know if it's
know
like
if China.
yeah, I don't know. But
I think it's in like UK. They
They
have like primary school, secondary school, and then university.
And then they got uni.
Uni.
They never say university.
Yeah.
Fucking Brits. God, I hate
No, you
them.
going to uni?
Like, dude, shut up. Just talk normally. It's not that hard. They feel so special for having a special accent.
They're pretentious pricks. I can't.
If you're British and you're listening, I'm sorry.
Stop listening.
I'm fine with it.
wow.
No offense.
Fucking
You can listen.
just
to
dropping it.
Yeah, listen to Nick. We don't want you here.
Maybe he'll do like a spin-off podcast.
Yeah. Just
Called
for
the
Brits.
Informed Podcast.
Just for the Brits podcast.
Mhm.
You guys want to? Should we hop into one of our
Let's
topics of
dive
the day?
in.
Okay, what are we doing first?
Let's do that birth trauma one. Is that you, Zach?
I think that was.
Or is that Jake?
I think that was.
It was all of us. We
Yeah.
only had a birth trauma story, didn't we? Or
Did
I
you
don't
have
know
one,
if you
Nick?
did.
A birth trauma story?
Yeah, like
You?
were you born? Were you just an easy like? You're out.
I think so. They
No.
my what's it called when you like check the gender before?
Oh, the ultrasound?
The ultrasound. They thought it was an arm, so they thought I was a girl coming.
Oh.
And then I came out and I was a guy, and they were surprised.
They're just like, this guy's just got a fucking huge slanger.
Man's just got a third
So
arm.
yeah, my parents, they were gonna name me Zazie actually. So for like 2-3 weeks, they just called me dude.
So that's like the
And
non-binary
then, yeah, and then
pronouns.
they just called me dude, and then like 2 weeks later and like 3 weeks later, I got my dad's middle name, which is Lee, and then my mom's name is Nicole. So they just named me Nicholas.
He should have just been named he, him.
Hey him.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, jackass.
Do you want to tell yours?
Yeah, I came out of the womb fat as fuck.
Nice.
I came
That's
out like
lit.
yeah, dude. I came out like 10, almost
He was
11
munching.
pounds. I was a
Jeez.
big boy. When I came out, my mom, because I was such a fat fuck, I caused like internal bleeding in her. So she was just like
Ooh.
gushing.
You were one of them, huh?
Yeah, and she
Fuck.
was like, I don't feel right, and the doctor was like, Nah, you're
You're
good.
fine.
You're good. And she's like, Nah, seriously. And so she got taken away to surgery. I almost killed my mom.
Damn.
There you go.
Did she
Yeah.
have any like repercussions of that today?
That
Not-
happens a lot in anime actually. Babies just kill their moms
Oh yeah.
when they're reborn.
So you're living an anime life.
I'm listening. I'm
So you're
almost.
anime.
I'm
No,
a main
you're
character.
almost.
Like half anime.
I just needed
Almost.
my dad to die in a tragic accident now,
Yeah.
and then I'm really.
And then
in
you're like
anime.
doing some ninja shit or something. I don't know.
That's when your powers are born.
Yeah.
Well, mine is kind of the opposite. Well, not the opposite, but I tried to kill myself on the way out. Basically, I fucking tied a noose with the umbilical cord around my neck.
Nice.
And they pulled me out and they cut it off, and I was probably heated at the time, but
Probably he.
because I could tell they were
I was
like they were
probably
trying to get me
pissed.
out. My mom was trying to get me out, and I was like, no.
No.
Fucking wrapped it around.
He wanted to be one of those babies that just
Fuck
lived
this
underwater.
place.
the
No
whole-
way.
I wanted to
I'm
be a fish my whole life, you know.
Shark boy.
Shark
Shark
Boy and
Boy.
Lava Girl.
You already knew it was coming.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do this. I got to stay in the womb.
Were you one of the babies that
Why
they came out like like
Cause Zach
feet
sent it to the
first?
group chat.
I don't know.
We just
I
put
think
that
it was
in
my
the chat,
head.
bro.
'Cause, yeah.
We're just gonna hit topics, okay?
I think it was my head first.
Because
I
I
don't
have
know.
heard that people with
Sorry, I got my head.
when they get like spun around mid birth, they're like, "Fuck, we gotta cut this bitch open to get this baby out now."
Well,
I was a C-section.
they got me
You
out
were?
because they got me out because I was trying to kill myself. They're like, you gotta come out.
They
of
didn't
this
want to
shit.
birth you. They were just like, "He's gonna kill himself if you don't give birth to him. You have to do it now."
They're like, get rid of this guy or he's gonna die inside.
Jake was
of
like
you.
2 months early because he was about to unalive himself.
I know I was a little early because I was trying to kill myself.
In the
womb.
ultrasound, he was like riding in the ultrasound. He's like, "I'm gonna kill myself
It's
if
like,
you let me out."
Don't take me out.
And backwards so they can see it.
Yeah. Jake was
In
had
Morse
900
code, you're pounding through
yeah.
the fucking stomach.
I did kick a lot, so maybe that's what I was doing. My mom said I would like kick her off the bed basically, because I would be fucking kicking
You're trying
her
to like,
stomach.
kick her off the bed and land on your stomach so you'd kill yourself.
I was being innovative. I didn't just try one way.
You tried. You really didn't want to be in this world.
I'm like, dude, you gotta land on your stomach.
I don't blame
Fall
him, bro.
down the stairs on your
Jeez.
stomach.
You almost had the best life out of all 4 of us.
True.
In the womb, done.
That, dude,
That's the best.
that's your set.
I feel like you're kind of
We're
living in
getting
the
controversial on this episode.
Oh, we talking about abortion?
I was just keeping it real.
Room. I'm just keeping it real.
I don't think anyone said
This
that.
isn't abortion. This is a baby.
I never said anything about abortion. That was you.
I just heard the controversial.
This
so
isn't
that's why I
abortion. This is a baby trying to, cut and dry deal.
There's a
That's a
difference.
baby making that damn decision.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a baby
Okay.
making a
thought-
decision.
This is no murder. This is all.
This was a man's decision, and I stand by it.
And you know what? I think it's honestly, it speaks more volumes about our society that they didn't let me kill myself.
Does it? Does it? Does it speak more volumes for this
I
society?
was trying, bro. I was trying, and they just didn't want it to happen. They're like, this guy's got to suffer
I'm glad
for
they didn't
years.
let you-
Yeah,
Yeah.
glad
Yeah.
you're here, buddy.
Well, just touch Jake's
I miss the womb. You know.
I mean, the room is kind of dope. You do nothing, you get fed, you're hanging out, you're kind of
Just-
floating.
You're floating.
Yeah.
You ain't even opened your eyes yet.
No.
You're
God.
dreaming the whole time. You're just like,
You don't got people saying shit to you.
Dude, I'd be pissed crying too if I had to come out of that.
Ah,
Dude, you guys screamers coming out?
no.
I don't.
I think everyone is.
yeah.
No?
I was fucking
You
suffocating,
I think-
so I
yeah,
couldn't
you
scream.
could, yeah,
I
you're-
Jake could, but
Jake's just going like this.
I know I was
Jake
heated.
straight
Once they
face
cut
out
it
of the
off,
womb,
I
he
was
just-
like,
Yeah, he's staring at all the doctors just...
Eyes wide open right away.
Just pissed.
They cut off the umbilical cord. I'm like, hey,
Hey, I need that.
You're like a Stewie. You can fully talk.
yeah,
Came out with the same size head you have now.
yeah. It was just
That
fucking
was like my
this
sister,
big.
bro. Oh my gosh, she had like literally a fucking bowling ball for a head.
She's like 10 pounds of skull.
She just came out.
What do you mean
and
she
just-
did? She
oh.
still doesn't?
Oh, she does now, but like her body's a little bigger, so.
Oh,
Like,
Did
she have one of those
weighs
helmets?
out.
no,
Oh.
it was round, dude. It was a bowling ball. She didn't need it. It was perfect.
I've seen a few of those kids with those helmets, and it's just, I don't know.
Helmet babies?
Yeah, helmet babies.
My buddy Ryan was a helmet baby.
I want to flick them sometimes, you know?
Oh.
Like the intrusive thoughts
What's
inside
a helmet
me.
Poke the soft
Yeah, I
spot.
want to
What's
like,
a helmet baby?
just to see what it does.
Babies will come out with like they'll come out and their head will kind of be messed up because it was like compressed or something in the womb, and they'll put like a plastic, like
okay.
almost like helmet around it.
I know
and
what
it
you're talking
just-
about.
Like shapes the head.
It like
or something.
protects.
Take
the
that
head,
plastic off.
shapes it.
Start fucking poking their head.
Yo, chill.
I want to flick
Yo,
it.
chill.
Zach wants to see if it's like really soft. Like you can leave a little dent.
My sister just had a baby, and there is a soft spot.
Your sister had a baby?
Like a couple months ago.
Damn,
it's
Uncle
almost been, like,
Nick.
4 or 5 months ago now.
Dang.
2023 was a good year as far as.
Wait.
that goes. My
Which-
parents had their first grandbaby.
Which
Aw.
sister?
Older.
Okay, yeah. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
26.
Is it a boy or girl?
It's a little girl.
Were you
named
wanting a boy though?
It's not. It doesn't matter what he
Well,
wants.
he's an uncle.
Well, no, it's okay. I mean, you know how it goes.
Kind of sucks a little bit.
I'm just kidding. I was super excited. Her name is Tully.
Tully, that's cute. Does she have a soft spot?
She did. That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up.
I want to flick
She
it.
did. She had like a little soft spot.
Can
but
he
it's
flick
like,
it?
Can I
Well,
flick
most-
this baby's
Not
spot?
anymore.
Oh,
It's
well.
like healed over now.
Aren't most babies born with a soft spot?
Well,
Every baby is.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they have just a soft head to begin with, but some babies, they just remain soft.
So no reason to poke. No reason to poke.
No,
it.
he wants to
I wanna
flick.
flick
Everybody
it.
listening, if you have a baby,
I
Keep
want
it
to
away
flick
from
it.
Zach.
I want to see if it like recoils.
Jesus.
when I
Don't let
flick
Zach
it.
hold your baby.
Literally.
You know when you like flick like a thigh and you can kind of see the thigh, like whoa.
Did you say recoil on a baby's head?
I want to see if it
it's
does.
got ripples when you flick it.
Yeah, dude, I want to see.
The whole skull is just waves.
Yo, this might be the most hot we've started out. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, my mom's gonna have one this week.
A kid?
No soft spot in her skull.
Wait, why's that?
She's getting she has like literally a golf ball sized tumor right behind her eye, and she's getting it
Damn.
removed on Thursday.
Damn.
So she'll have a like soft spot from
Is it-
removing a piece of her skull for
Damn.
like 2 weeks.
Is it benign though?
I think they'll test it after.
Okay.
like, they
Okay,
take it
that's
out.
good.
But yeah, she's gonna have like literally a baby's soft spot on her skull somewhere, like right here. And then like 2 weeks later, they send it to like a lab back east somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and they make make it in a lab with some like medical grade plastic, so you can like still see through it if you need to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
really?
metal. They used to use metal, and metal you can't get like X-rays and shit through, so they couldn't see. So they use like a medical grade plastic. And after she gets the shit removed on Thursday, they go in like 2-3 weeks later, and we'll cut back open and put the plastic in.
Well, that's crazy.
Like a puzzle.
Well, because I don't know if you know,
That's
my
nuts.
mom had a
That's
tumor,
insane.
Did she?
but they didn't do it like that. They did it different. It was like a metal plate that you could go through an MRI.
Really?
And so she didn't have that soft shit.
Nice.
I don't know what why.
It's
but
only for like 2 to 3 weeks while they're healing, because
Okay.
it's like behind her skull.
It might
so
just be
they-
the location that changes
Yeah.
the type
Yeah.
of procedure.
I'm sure.
So they just take the piece of skull and send it, and they get like a replica of it in plastic.
I think that's how it works.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah, and then they like get it back, and then after a couple weeks like of her like healing a little bit, they'll
Mhm.
go and put the skull back in and just have a
That's crazy, man.
kind of nuts.
Dude.
Okay, we'll keep Zach away.
Keep
Yeah,
me away.
I know,
Keep
serious.
me away.
Yeah.
Title of the episode: Keeping Zach away from babies.
Keep Zach away from soft spots.
Yeah, just keep Zach away from brains that
Be
are
like, oh, are you okay?
Jeez.
She's like, oh, no ripples. I just wanted to test it.
Damn.
But I think the medical industry is getting kind of creepy.
We don't need to. Okay, listen. We don't need to go into medical shit.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
you
all
don't
right.
get
No,
me started on that.
Honest to God, me and Jake spent over an hour talking about
Dude,
it.
it's crazy.
Our
though.
longest
It's
episode.
crazy.
Our longest episode was talking about basically all medical. So we don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not with at least me
Yeah.
and Kaija. We'll
That's fair.
fucking.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We'll make a whole new episode about medical shit.
Have y'all ever had like any head or neck problems? Yeah,
I've had-
Well, from having seizures, bro.
Oh yeah.
From having seizures, my neck and back is fucked, bro.
It's just all tenses up.
Because it all, like, like right here, there's just an insane amount of tension. Because I just, like, flex everything, you know what I mean? But, yeah, that shit's fucked.
So do you have, like, is there different epilepsies where, like, some you shake and some you don't shake, or?
There's different, like, seizures. Like, if I have a full-blown, it's called a grand mal seizure, and that's when my whole body shakes. You'll
Grand
see.
Mal or?
I don't know, like Grand Mal or
I think
Grand
it's
Mal.
Darth Maul seizure.
Darth Maul?
Right,
Okay.
okay.
So beforehand, I'll like, I told these guys, but I'll like drool. I'll like look at my hand, I'll like drool, and I'll be just like gone. Like I'll be like staring at you, and I'll straight up just be gone. And like you can tell, like you'll be able to, because my face will be like this white. I'll be gone, and I'll just start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that, like, I've had that happen before and just not have a seizure, but I still lose consciousness. So I think that is like it's like a brain seizure, like one just happening in my brain, and then not like.
And you
Like
said
full
they can't really figure out. You had tests, right? They can't.
Yeah.
Really.
So that's why this week I'll be going in and they're trying to record. Like I'll have wires on my head for like a week, and every time that a seizure happens, they'll be able to record it, and that's when they think they'll be able to. They're like
That's so
recording like the
freaky.
brain waves and shit,
Dang.
and that's when they think they'll be able to come up with like a plan.
Like what to give you or what to do.
Do you have to stay in the hospital for that whole week, or are you just?
Yeah, so I'll go in on
Dang.
Tuesday, and then I'll just be like a staycation for however long it takes me to have 3
Jesus.
seizures.
Make sure you get that Netflix login, man.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, I have Zoms. I've actually been,
What
watching,
hospital you go to though? Do you go to IHC,
IMC.
IMC? They don't have Netflix.
Oh yeah.
They don't have Netflix.
They got live TV.
We'll
I'm
bring like
sad
an
to say.
Amazon Fire Stick or something.
Perfect. No, I'm bringing my
You can't
Xbox,
switch the
bro.
input.
I've been
That's-
watching Noah J456.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
Zombie
grinding
streamer.
some Easter eggs.
Dude, the zombie
shit.
Easter eggs.
Good
Which ones
shit.
you going for first?
I don't know.
They might not let you do that.
No, I already confirmed.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say you have to get like special verification.
they might not let you do
I'll
that.
be I'll be hitting you up for some Zoms. I hope you know.
We could play Zoms. Here's the thing. Hit us up for where you're at. We'll bring you like a cute little
gift
well.
basket.
Yeah.
Hella.
The cute little zombies
Yeah.
basket.
100%. I'm going to.
We'll put
Yeah.
zombies in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple hours stay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
We'll do it. We'll
I'll
do
let you
some split screen zombies.
I'll
I've
drop.
spent a
I'll
lot
drop
of time at the
location as
hospital,
soon.
so I
Yeah.
could probably hang out for a few more hours.
Sweet.
Big down.
Yeah, I'll be accounting on it. Appreciate you, boys.
Dude, of course. It's gonna be fire.
But dude, they are kind of There was one time I had one in Lava Hot Springs, and it was just with like the family and everything. And I get done, and I stand up. I like literally stand up and stand in front of the couch in the living room and just start peeing.
Damn.
I'm just like completely out of it.
Shit.
Like just literally started peeing. There was one time I was on my way to Kemry's. I had one in the car. We get to Kemry's place and her neighbor, like next door neighbor, is cutting hair in their garage, so it's open. And I like walk into their garage and like walk into their house. And I don't remember any of this.
Yeah.
Like this is what like my family and like the neighbors told me, because I like the next day I had to go apologize and everything.
Yeah.
But I literally, like, my little sister, Chuck, she was with me, and then my girlfriend, Kemry, and I walk into her neighbor's place, and her, like, 18-month-old kid just starts crying because she has no idea who I am.
So flick it
And-
soft spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut
exactly.
See the ripples.
Shut up.
No, and
Flick the
then
song.
my little sister's, like, trying to push me and, like, trying to get me out of this place, and I'm like, Chuck, I'm not fucking around. Like, I start screaming at her, like, it's my little sister, so this actually made me super sad, but I, like, pushed her and, like...
Yeah.
Damn.
Just like I don't remember any of it, but I was like fight or flight.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like trying her hardest, and then finally this dude from like across the street, he like another neighbor. He's like a big dude. He comes over and he's like, "What's going on?" Like just like what's going on? And they're all like trying to explain shit, and he sees me, and he just like bear hugs me, and I'm just like freaking out, and I just need help. I just need help. Like I just start saying that, and he's like, "What's?" Freaking out, like Chuck and Kemry are like trying to tell him what's going on. So he just bear hugs me and picks me up and then just walks me over and then sets me down in the other house. And then I just went and like laid on the couch or something.
That's crazy.
Dang.
And then I'll wake up and be like, holy fuck, like where am I? Like what happened? Did I just
Yeah.
have a seizure? And everyone's like, oh yeah, like you had
Jeez,
one.
man.
I don't even
Yeah.
know it could be like that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, it's nuts. I'll literally just lose like all consciousness after, but I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still here, but I'm like not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just fucking. It's.
I'm still trying to.
You're on like
gain-
autopilot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes
crazy,
it's fucking
man.
crazy.
That's
bro.
freaky as shit.
Well, yeah. I hope you get that figured out. I don't want to see you going through that anymore,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I got a lot of love and support, obviously, like even you boys, like
Mm-hmm.
just so that's always a blessing. But we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, we'll just figure it
I
out.
mean, like we were saying before the podcast, it's like, dude, you get out of high school, it's fucking
Life just dude, I know. Life
Like,
just
all
starts
these people you
smacking
know.
everybody. Nick,
Oh yeah, rich kid, rich
do
vibes.
you guys
Was he the grade below us?
Yes.
twin turbo Beamer.
Yes.
What happened to him?
He is going to prison for manslaughter.
What did he do?
Because he accidentally killed.
He was high as shit and going like 50 in his neighborhood, and this dad runs in the middle of the street and, hey, slow down. But he's on like I'm pretty sure he was on a bullet
Which
bike.
not a good idea.
He
to
was
do.
on a bullet bike.
Like,
Don't run out
fucking
in the
ever
fucking
do
I'm
that.
sorry,
Come
that's
on,
such a
man.
stupid.
He was on a
fucking
bullet
thing to do.
bike, and the dude and Nick's going like 50 in this neighborhood, which he should not be doing. Obviously.
Yeah.
Don't
Like,
do that
yeah.
either.
dude was high as well. Shouldn't be high going 50 on a fucking bullet bike in a
Yeah.
neighborhood. But yeah, the dude hopped in the street, like literally ran into the street and then got hit by him. And it was a dad of like 3 little kids.
So how long is that in prison?
I'm pretty.
Manslaughter?
I
his-
couldn't tell you. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not entirely positive. I heard it was like 5 years that he got sentenced with, but I'm not entirely.
That's fucking
I'll be
lucky.
27 in 5 years, almost 30. I'm not trying to do that.
Fuck Tom.
Just miss out on the best years of your life.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Fuck.
I mean, there's probably plenty of shit that I just don't know about that happened to people. But even the stuff I do know, I'm like, why is there so much
Life just
shit
literally
happening?
starts smacking people.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Like,
right after high school? It's like,
Oh
why
my
does it have to
gosh.
be right after high school?
It's
Like,
so
let us
crazy.
chill for a second.
Yeah.
dude.
Let me
Yeah,
learn how to
let us
do my own
enjoy everybody for a
taxes.
sec.
Yeah, like
Right.
to be like, oh, I'm not in high school anymore. I can go fuck around, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, this person died. This guy's in prison. This guy's like a fucking crazy
Rapist,
person.
yeah.
Right.
this
And then
guy's-
one of our closest homies. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna mention anything about
Yeah.
that, but
He's in prison.
that's crazy.
He's in prison, but it's mental.
Yeah.
You know,
Is it a mental facility?
it should be.
I don't.
Hope-
Based
Hopefully.
on his
Hopefully, man.
diagnosis.
I don't- I'm
wasn't
not-
gonna like bring it up, but I did want to kind of say like I'm hoping, like praying that dude goes to someplace.
Well,
where
I
he
don't
gets
think he's
out.
gotten his sentencing yet. So once they officially get his sentencing done,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sure
still
that
in
they.
jail.
Yeah, I'm sure that they
He's still
can.
going to jail.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that they can either send him to an actual place that can help him and handle him.
And that's what I'm hoping, like that he
yeah.
goes
He
somewhere. that
should.
can
I
get
mean, if
some-
they do it right, he should end up like where my
Yeah.
uncle works at the state hospital.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually for people that have like some mental thing, but they're like aggressive and shit.
Right.
So
I mean, the real ones know who we're talking about, but
yeah, we're not
Love
gonna
you
get too
guys.
specific with it. But
That's one thing that's crazy too. The first time, do you guys know what Ativan is?
I don't think so.
So when someone's aggressive or like,
oh yeah, that's like it's like Xanax kind of.
yeah.
Isn't it?
So if someone's like super aggressive in the hospital, nurses will give them a shot of Ativan and it'll just calm them down like immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody.
Anti-anxiety shit.
Yeah. My body reacts to Ativan like opposite. So the first time I had a seizure, my family's like freaking out, you know. They call the ambulance, like everyone's I'm like not there and everyone's just trying to get me to I'm in like my autopilot and everyone's trying to make me do crap, so I'm just like fighting everyone.
not complying.
Yeah, just aggressive
Right.
as hell, not complying, like what the hell's going on. So they give me a shot of Ativan and I go fucking crazy. Like it did the exact opposite. Like in my chart now in the hospital, it has to put like do not give Ativan
Dang.
because I literally like I punched one of my nurses, like literally was just going.
So basically,
fucking
you just
crazy.
took instead of Xanax, you took Adderall, basically. But like
Yeah,
crazy
almost.
Adderall.
Yeah, insane
Yeah.
Adderall. Yeah,
It's
but
like
like to everyone
PCP.
else, it's like supposed to be just like
Right.
a Homer.
It's kind of
But,
like, how coffee
real-
is for
yeah.
ADHD people, makes them tired, but you know,
Yeah, yeah,
normal
yeah.
people.
Is that
So
real?
I reacted
Dang.
badly towards it, and I just started. It was a dude nurse, luckily, but I straight up just like hit one of my nurses. I was like
Dang.
going crazy on everyone, just fucking. Yeah, it was nuts.
Jeez,
It was
man.
wild.
There was a time when this was when I was younger, thankfully. I think if this had happened now, it would have been a completely different story. But when I was a kid, I put a hole in my cheek. I think I told you guys a story.
Yeah, I
I
know
put a
this one.
stick through my cheek on accident. And when I went in, when I went to the hospital to get like stitches and shit, they had to numb the little thing, but there's nothing to numb because it's a hole. So they had to like go in and like into the open skin that's in the hole, and it hurt really bad. But since
God.
it's my face, they can't have me like.
Freaking out.
So
Yeah.
like,
Wow,
so
yeah.
you're just literally it was like 7
God, dude.
nurses, and I'm like, I think I was like 7. It's like 7 nurses, like all like slamming my head down onto the thing. I was
just
like,
trying to hold you still.
Yeah, if that happened now, bro, it would have been bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
I hate the hospitals.
I do too.
Hospital sucks.
When I was a kid, I went so much that they thought, like, I went 3 years back to back to back to back, or that's 4, but each year I broke my arm, and it would be like I got my cast off, and then like within like 3 weeks I'd have another broken arm.
Damn.
And I remember the third one, the Social Security came in, and they were like, "Hey, buddy, everything okay at home?" And like the last one I
like
broke.
DCFS?
Yeah, like yeah, and so,
Breaking your
and I
arms.
didn't know, and like my last one was it was between me and my sister. Like my sister fucked me up, and so like when they were like, "Is everything okay at home?" I'm like, "My sister's a bitch," for A. And they were like, "Oh, did your sister do this to you?" And like I legitimately almost threw my sister under the bus, hard as fuck.
How old was she at the time? Do you know?
I mean, probably like lower than under 10.
Okay.
So
I
I
mean, they
think
wouldn't have done shit.
Yeah, they wouldn't have really
you
done
know?
anything.
Throw a 9-year-old in jail.
Yeah.
You hit your brother.
You hit your brother. Stop picking me up by the wrists.
In my household, it was the opposite, bro. I would fucking pull my sister's hair. I'd
Really?
be playing with like trucks on the ground, and they would like have their hair hanging over the couch, and I would just fucking yank it.
Dude,
Yeah, but
my
you're the
little
youngest
sister-
of 4. You have 3 sisters.
Yeah, but I wasn't like a baby. I was like.
I only had 3. I only had sisters too.
Yeah.
And kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos.
I only
Dude,
got
my
one
little
sister.
This happened like a month ago. So she's not a child.
Mhm.
I come upstairs and she's hammered. She's just drunk. And I go straight to the pantry and she just runs up to me and starts pushing me. And I was like, what? Like, what the hell? Like, okay. So I push her back and she starts pushing me. So I was like, okay, back off. And I went like this and right here and just pushed her away. And she got pissed, bro. So she just starts coming at me and I'm like, okay, Chuck, let's go. So I just grab her and I put her on the floor.
I won JV in state in wrestling.
Let me flick your
Yeah.
soft spot.
Yeah.
You don't know who the
Exactly.
fuck you're messing with.
So and I'm not trying to hurt her. It's my little sister. So
Yeah.
I just grab her and I put her on the floor and I'm just holding her there so she can't move. And she leans over and bites the shit out of my leg, right here, straight up. Just if I would have tried to gone, I literally just had to stare because she was biting so fucking hard. If I pulled away, she would have had a chunk of my fucking leg in her mouth.
Oh.
She was oh my gosh, bro.
Start,
God
start
damn.
smacking her head or something.
I did. I was trying
Like
to
a
push her
UFC,
head
like,
down.
elbow
She
mold?
finally lets
Soft
go and
spot,
her
soft
head hits the floor. And oh my gosh, bro. The next day she's like, "Hey, Bubs, how's it going?" Just no, didn't
Just
even
that,
fucking
just the
remember.
youngness
Just-
of it
yeah, just-
doesn't even wake up with a
It's
hangover.
just like, yo,
Yeah.
Chuck, you
No,
attacked
just-
me last night.
Chuck, you don't remember that?
Chuck, you see this fucking chunk out of my leg?
Chuck, you took a chunk.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Dude, my sister used
She's
to
a
beat the
demon,
shit
bro.
out of me, bro. Like, she will go down she'll die on the mountain if she never hurt me. There's multiple times where she sent me to the hospital. Like, I don't know if y'all ever had these, but did you guys ever have, the mini couches that you could, unfold and they'd be a bed?
Oh, yeah.
I had a Spider-Man one, and I was fucking around on it, and my sister comes up behind me and yanks the shit out from underneath me, and my head goes straight into the corner of the table, and I crack my head open. And I'm sitting there, gushing, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh my god.
It's like, get the fuck out of my face, bitch. And then another time when I broke my arm was
Bitch.
it was
Yeah,
fucked. It was, I literally couldn't even move my arm. And my mom, she had those Barbie laptops. And my mom was like, "Give Zach the laptop. I want to see if he can hold something or use his arm." And she's like,
No.
"No."
Yeah, you told me that story.
And I was like, and she's like, "Give him the fucking Barbie laptop." And she was like, "No, it's my Barbie laptop. I'm not giving it to Zach." It's like, dude, fucking bitch, dude.
Zach might have mental problems 'cause he just cracked his head open.
Dude,
Yeah, he's going crazy or some shit.
Can't hold anything with his hand.
All my
Losing
hospital
it when I was a
injuries were
kid,
my
bro.
own doing, and they were all from me fucking standing on a chair.
really?
I was this was all under the age of 10. The first one, I think I was 5. And we had these really big JBL speakers in the front room. My parents would play music on it. I don't know what was playing. But I was on a chair and I'm like, "Oh, I'm dancing," type of shit. That's how my mom
Yeah.
explains it to me. And I fall. You see the scar? I think it's right here.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I fell and just hit the fucking corner of the speaker, the wood part.
Dude,
Just fucking cracked.
But I
it.
will
you're
say-
lucky because you could have lost that eye, bro.
Yeah.
I will say though, that scar is fucking sick.
Oh, you see this one?
Yeah, you got cool scars, bro.
This was an air vent on the ground. Fell off a chair, split it wide open. They had to
Have you,
stitch it together.
have you ever broke anything?
No.
You broke
I've broken a fuck ton of stuff.
Rake club over here.
I broke 3 arms. I've broken my middle finger. I
3?
think.
You have 3 arms?
I've broken 3 of my arms. Nick over here has a third arm.
He has a third arm.
You have a 3rd arm, yeah.
They saw it so in the ultrasound.
Yeah.
He's
Doctor
packing.
said so.
They said that maybe it's a girl because he has a third arm.
Maybe it's just a girl with 3 arms.
I
They
don't
named me
know.
Zazie.
Zazie.
They were gonna name
I'm gonna
me
call you
Zazie.
Zazie from here on
Mhm.
out.
My mom's one of her like best friends stole the name, so now she has a little Zazie.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
That is
She's like graduated now, but
Oh well.
Not so cute.
Okay,
now.
that's not so cool.
That's
yeah.
kind of cute.
no, that was cute. I love little Zazie.
No, I broke a bunch of shit. I'm trying to think. I gotta.
Were you double casted at one point?
All the same arm.
Okay.
I broke 1 arm.
3 of the same arm.
3 of the same arm.
3 arms. The same.
3
time.
arms. All 3 times. But no, I broke it, and then I got my cast off. The line of my injuries is actually crazy because I'm pretty sure I broke my arm first, and then I got my cast off, and then I broke my arm again, got my cast off,
Broke the
and
third
then I'm
arm.
pretty sure I did the stick in my cheek, and then I went and got all situated, and then I got the stitches removed, and then that day I went to go play lightsabers in the street, and I fell, and a huge chunk of my knee came out, and my mom's like, "Fuck it," so I have a scar on my knee.
Was it the kneecap?
Yeah.
Or was it just the skin?
It was like right here. It's not a kneecap that came
I was going to
out,
say.
but like
Yeah, that's
a
brutal.
big chunk of the skin just came out. She's like, "We're not gonna go back to the hospital. We just left today to get your
Could
stitches
you like
out."
point one out that like hurts that like hurt the most?
Without a doubt, I chipped my femur one time. Like it bruised. It
Chipped it?
hurt so bad,
Dude,
bro.
femur injuries are the most
Holy-
painful.
Well, it's
Like,
the
you know-
thickest bone in your body.
Yeah. So do you know up on South Mountain? Have you ever been up there?
Never.
Okay.
I have.
Have you? Okay. So
Never
there's
been on
this-
South Mountain.
There's this like little.
You're talking like on the way up to where Ost.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Potato Hill.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
Never heard of
So
it.
if you go all the way up that mountain, there's like this little
Jeffrey's
like
Pond.
Jeffrey's Pond, baby. There's like this little townhouse place that I used to live in for a while. Yeah, but then we used to take our bikes and go down the hill. And I had just gotten my new bike that had front
It's a
and
fucking steep hill.
yeah, it's a
so you
it's a
just
mountain.
crank,
I
you
mean,
crank the front
it's a
one up.
mountain hill, bro. Like it's steep as shit. And I was going, and I tried to do because I never had front and back. I had the coaster brake, so it was super easy to just coaster and then drift. And so I tried doing that with the front brakes, and so I did.
Oh, nice.
So I
There you
did the
go.
whole and then slammed on the front brakes, and the thing just jammed right into my leg, and I flipped over it.
Oh gosh.
Oh, bro. Like, that was so much pain. I still remember it to this day. There was so much pain just from, like, bruising and chipped. I think it was chipped. But it was so much pain. I couldn't breathe. Like, I was sitting
Oh,
on the
yeah.
couch while my mom was, like, calling my stepdad. I was like, what the fuck do I do? Do I take him, do I call an ambulance? I was like, like, dude, it hurt so bad. And I remember I'm pretty sure for, like, 3
Probably
weeks
cracked a
afterward,
rib, honestly.
Dude, my whole leg from, like, my knee all the way up was just fucking purple, pink, brown, yellow. It's
Damn.
disgusting.
Have you guys ever hit your head sword? You can like get that taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
What is it like? It's like blood almost.
Yeah.
But you're not bleeding.
It's almost
Right.
like if you could almost recreate it if you just like chewed it on really hard, like
Yeah.
grit your teeth really hard.
So before I have a seizure, I'll have the same thing.
Really?
It's a taste. So imagine deja vu
Mm-hmm.
times like 1 billion. Like you actually feel like you're about to be fucking teleported to the past or the future. You're like,
Huh.
Wow.
what the fuck's going on? You feel like insane deja vu times like 1 million, and you can taste it. You can literally taste and smell it, and then that's why I told you like I look at my hand because you can feel it too. It's like
Huh.
I'm like, oh fuck, here we go, and it feels like I'm about to be, but I can like that same like taste. If I get that super strong, that's when I tell people like, yo, because sometimes I'll feel weird and I'll be like, fine, I don't even have to tell people. Like, it'll just be whatever. But as soon as that's like when I know, it's like
That
I'll
taste.
feel that, and then I'll get that taste in my mouth, and I'm like, okay, boys, I'm about to fucking.
Is there anything that you do for like prepping for it? Like if you
You
feel
got
like
prep
it's coming
time?
on, do you like kind of like lay down or
You like
something?
cut prepping meats or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick, before we go off the topics of injuries and medical shit, do you remember when I dislocated my shoulder in practice at wrestling?
I do.
I think you were one of the dudes that gave me shit. So it was Sean. You remember Sean? We're playing slap tag, and Sean was the guy about to slap me.
Oh, do these guys know what slap tag is?
You guys know what slap tag is?
I know what
Yeah.
slap tag is. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're playing-
Explain it for.
Okay, so slap tag, how we did it in wrestling was there were circles on the floor, and there would be people laying in it.
Didn't you get slapped like literally into the mat?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
This
so-
dude he's talking about, Sean Stockwell, is like
The closest thing you can get to a
270.
hole.
Yeah, like straight
He
up
was
in
huge.
high school, like
Heavyweight.
270, shredded, like not fat,
A
and
freak
just
of
a
nature, dude. He was
fucking
massive.
monster.
One state in heavyweight.
Yeah,
He's
like
nuts.
one
He
state
was
with
terrifying.
he didn't lose a wrestling match for his
Yeah.
like last 2 years.
But anyway, so slap tag, there were circles, there was people laying in it. Usually it was two people in each circle. And so basically you had to run around the mat at least one time while the fucking dude was chasing you to slap you, and then you would be the person to slap people. But so I was running away from Sean. I'm like, I don't want to get fucking smacked by this guy. And so I was diving to lay down to get the next person to run up, like to lay down in the circle. And he smacks me into the ground. I land on my shoulder, pop my shoulder out, and it hurt. Now, at the time, I'm like, we're in the middle of a slap tag game. I'm just going to thug it out. I don't know if you remember this. And then Coach here was like, you should go to the trainer, because I got up to like fucking run around again, and my fucking arm was limp. And he's like, go to the trainer. And I remember he had me go on the bike after I went to the trainer because it was dislocated.
Yeah.
And I think this fucking guy and a couple other guys are like, oh, did Sean slap you too hard? I'm like, I dislocated my fucking shoulder, dude.
Dude, when he slapped him though, it was like literally he slapped
Into
him
the mat.
into the earth, like
Into
Jake
the
and the
mat.
earth combined for a
Wait,
second.
slap like in the face or like
In the
anywhere?
back.
Like
Okay.
it was
So
like he
there's
was in the
circles?
air and he just fucking wham, like pushed him
Because
down.
I was diving and my elbow was going like this, fucking smacks me down and fucking
Oh.
pops out. And that injury haunts me to this day.
Dude,
We
I-
went to
Does it?
Lake Powell.
I popped my left one out and shoulder ended still.
Yeah, we went to Lake Powell. Jake jumps off because we're going cliff diving. He jumps off and like wails his arms. He goes under. He like comes up. He's like, just popped it out again.
I'm swimming with one arm to the boat. They're all fucking petrified. They're like, what's going on? I'm like, I just popped my shoulder out. I come back on the boat and put it back into place. They're like, oh! Because I hear the fucking thing go back into place. Oh, it was horrible.
Can you imagine
Jeez.
flailing your arm so much that you dislocate your shoulder?
Dude, I should have gone to the doctor.
In
It's
hitting the
fucked.
water.
It's fucked. I dislocated it driving.
That would hurt.
I've dislocated it once sneezing in a Taco Bell parking lot.
Oh,
I was like
nice.
waiting in the
Oh, you got
drive-thru,
your arm
and I
up.
had my arm like this, and I had a really big sneeze coming, and I was like, shoot, I nailed it, and then my arm just went whoonk, and I was like, oh.
You like automatically go into this position.
Yeah, I was literally like, oh. And then the person is like, okay, that'll be 1724. I'm like,
Also, Nick, I don't know if you were there for this, but I think it was like technically state. Obviously, I wasn't competing for it, but I was wrestling this dude, and he fucking did a throw on me, and I landed on my ankle. Do you remember this shit? I don't know if you saw it.
yeah,
You might not have seen it because everybody was doing shit. I sprained my ankle so fucking bad, my dad had to like carry me over to the train.
Oh.
That one still haunts me to this day.
I love you so much, but like how all I've heard is horror stories from wrestling.
Yeah.
It sucks.
No way, dude. You're literally like one of the biggest reasons that I wrestled. We took beginning wrestling as a class, and it was like an 8th period. So we took it as a class our freshman year, and I kind of just took it because it seemed like an easy A, and Jake just happened to be in it. And so we like start this class, and there's a couple other homies like Kate Carlson,
Fars.
I was gonna say, I
Barzad,
think Barzad took
yeah,
that.
like Dax.
Dax.
Dax
Goat.
told me to do wrestling. He's like, dude, it's gonna be so sick. And then because they had like an open night or something where anyone could come and like practice. And he's like, you might like you're gonna throw up after the practice.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna run hard and like you're gonna hate it, but it's gonna be fun. And I was like, I'm not gonna go to that.
Well,
And
it
he's
was.
like,
He's right.
"Alright."
I mean, so Jake fucking convinces me to wrestle. So I'm like, okay, like fuck. I mean, I'm not. I played soccer and lacrosse my whole life, and then I just quit soccer. So I was like, okay, like I'm just playing lacrosse, like whatever.
Mhm.
So we finally start fucking wrestling, and it's just ass cheeks. Like
It's too fucking.
I remember,
brutal.
I would skip. This is terrible, actually. My junior and senior year, I never missed a second. Okay, but I would skip practice, like freshman year, and I'd go and play zombies with Richard for like 2 hours because he lived like right next to my parents. So I'd skip practice and I'd go and play zombies for like 2 hours, and then I'd walk home. And I'd
That's
just
so
pretend
fire.
like I went to practice, and my parents would be pumped.
I
Like,
did that with spring season.
dang, practice was
Oh,
hard today.
rough
Yeah,
one
And
today.
my parents were just like, dang, good job, son.
And then you would come in and you'd be like, why did you miss practice?
Yeah, then you'd come in and you'd be like,
He's like, I'm going to beat the fucking shit out of you. You better show up to
Yeah.
practice. That's how he would act when he was talking.
Dude, was the wrestling
Because I took
coach year.
I took a weight training with Year before I took it with Care.
Yeah.
he was
And
a football coach.
Did you take a weight?
Care.
so
There's
which one?
care and year, and we're talking about
Care
year.
is football.
Yeah.
Care
Care
is
was
football.
the one
Year is
weightlifting was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both units.
They're both
fucking
units.
gorillas.
Yeah.
Yes.
was
Our
the one
our
that-
weightlifting was Care.
Right, but your was the one that probably came in that I was talking about earlier.
Probably.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hella.
Yeah.
But he's wrestling now.
Did you ever
Okay.
take a weightlifting with Year?
Yeah.
You know how he had you do like the little like books of like what you did, how many times you did it, and each week you'd have to max it out.
See, I didn't take a weightlifting. It was a wrestling. And
Oh,
we
it was just a
would
wrestling.
lift in that wrestling class.
We used to like write down what weight we did, how many times we did it, and then at the end of the week we'd have to max it out. And I remember like this was during kind of my fat fuck stage in high school, and so like freshman Zach.
Hey, dude, I'm still got the little
Yeah, I got
chubs,
chubby
right?
cheeks,
We
you know?
know.
I got
It's
baby
I
cheeks.
know it's better than any of us.
Yeah, he was a chubbers. He was a chubbers, and I'm like freshman like 2'4" Zach. I'm like 900 pounds, and I'm maxing out my squat, and I'm like stuck on my squat. Like I'm like I can't get it quite up, and yours right behind me. And he goes, "Get it up!" And he like screams at me, and I shit you not, I farted as I shot up, and there was like people around me, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. There's no way that just happened. I was
That's
so
awesome.
bad. He instills something in you. Like that's pure primal fear when I heard that scream.
You know,
Like he
Yeah.
screamed, and I was
He
like,
is a
fuck.
freaking
Yeah,
unit.
he got it on lock.
He's crazy.
I've seen
He probably
people
was
doing
the
that.
one. He definitely was
Yeah.
the one coming in. And,
Yeah,
Doing the
because he was
100-pound
a little bit
dumbbells.
shorter than Care. Yeah,
But still a
He's
fucking.
It's
massive.
crazy because I took a weightlifting with both of those coaches, and in both of those classes, the first day that I got in there, they didn't talk for like 40 minutes because they were working out. Like, do you remember when we first went
Yeah.
in? They were just like,
Care's
hold on.
just ripping weights, and
Yeah, it
we're
was
like,
our first class.
we're like
with him.
standing around, just being like, oh, what's
And then
going
he was
on?
like, just sit down over
He's like,
there.
I gotta finish my workout.
Same thing with
Yeah, he had to
so
set the- he had to
different.
set the bar high.
Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, it was fire.
You're making money at work. Just
I loved Coach Care, bro. He was
he
so
was
fire.
lit. I took a online learning lab with him, and it was literally just like in the computer lab, but it was like a homework period.
Yeah.
So it was called online learning lab.
Mhm.
If we brought him a burrito, we could skip or be late, anything we wanted. So we'd go to like McDonald's and just get breakfast, and as long as we brought back Care, a couple burritos.
Speaking of McDonald's and Care,
No
Oh yeah,
problems.
this is a good story. I was
we were
gonna
in
say
weight.
this.
Us three had a weightlifting and Cares class together, and these two go, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick," and so they go to the bathroom, and I'm like, "Okay, we'll be gone for like 10 minutes, whatever." They're gone for like an hour, and then they come back, with McDonald's bags, and they're just chumping on the fucking McDonald's.
Hot and
It didn't
spicy.
tell you
No,
shit.
didn't tell me. Didn't text me.
He's
or anything.
working out by himself.
Yeah,
What an
I remember.
asshole.
I literally texted them too. I'm like, "Where the fuck did you guys
What a
go?"
bunch
And they
of
just
jerks.
didn't respond.
Dude, I'm sorry.
They just come back with like hot and spicy
and-
and,
and
like
it-
fries.
He was holding down the fort, so
No.
Care didn't even know he left.
Yeah, he just did not
Dude,
know.
that's the funny thing too. Care loved us. He thought we were doing our shit, but literally, what we would just be fucking around, and as soon as he walks around, someone would be like on the bench doing it. He's like, "Hey, good job, Fisher." or
Great
something
job. Like
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
we'd like lift really like we'd lift like heavy like one day. We'd like do like I'd do
Yeah.
like 2 plates on the bench only as he's walking around. But then every time that's not it, we do like 1 rep of like 25. And
Bro,
then we'd
there'd
go,
be,
I'm
there'd
throwing
be
the white
literally,
towel,
yeah,
and we
there'd be
just
some
stop.
days where I would go up to the bar to bench, and I'd hit it like this, and I'd go, huh, and I'd be like, all right, I'm throwing in the white
Yeah,
towel.
they would like push it up and then put it right back down and be like, ah.
There would be sometimes we were just
Pussies.
acting tired on the bench, and Care was like, "Good work,
Yeah, we
boys."
didn't even lift. We would just like lay on the bed. And be like,
Dude, Carrie's a homie. He was
He
a good
is.
dude.
it was
Dude,
so
it
funny.
will
Here's what's
also-
crazy
there was
about
this-
him though.
Huh.
Dude, if that dude wanted, he's coaching anywhere.
Yeah.
Like that homie, there are
He's
people like
nuts.
straight up moving to Corner Canyon so their son can be coached by Care.
Really?
Oh,
I
it's
don't doubt
crazy.
it, honestly,
Like,
though.
no, he is a crazy
tank.
coach. Yeah.
He's a tank.
Well, if you think about like the last, like Corner Canyon's a new school too, and they're already like
Top tier.
insane
Top
tier.
at fucking.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah. No, it's and a lot of it's got to do with like a ton of shitload of kids and money and
Yeah.
all that. But,
Right.
but it is like Care's bringing that shit.
Yeah. Care's intense.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he
Dude, and Jackson
He
Light,
told
you
the
guys remember
story
Jay
where
Light?
We went to work out instead of hitting his
Oh
ball.
my
yeah.
God.
You want to tell it?
Well, we went, so instead of going to Care's weightlifting, we all three skip, and we go to Vasa
The one by Cinemark.
To go lift?
to go lift.
Because he wanted us to do legs, and we're like,
We didn't
fuck
wanna do
that. I don't want
legs.
to do legs.
And then,
So
and then
just
we
went to
come back in
Vasa.
from, because right after weightlifting, it was lunch, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So we come back in from lunch. We're walking in. He's walking out to his car.
Yeah.
Where were
He's-
you,
Oh.
fudgers?
Where were you, fudgers? We're like, oh, we were getting lunch. He's like, no, before
They
that.
were like, yeah, we're getting lunch.
No shit, it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Where were you in my class?
He just gives us the nastiest stare and just like walks past us.
No, but he loved us because also we would do the warm ups. You're supposed to do high knees and like butt kicks and shit.
You guys would do
Dude,
them?
we would
We
just
would
sprint.
sprint.
Yeah. Like he'd be like, all right, we're gonna do butt kicks, and we would just like not even try to do butt kicks. We just
Just
sprint
sprint.
across, and he'd be like, great job.
He's like, way to go, Bell.
And there'd be
There's
like,
no
Nice
way.
hustle.
There's no way he wasn't feeding into it.
Oh,
think-
yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
he's not like a dumb dude either. Like,
Yeah,
he knows
and then
this.
there'd be like the person like there was this one kid that would wear fingerless gloves every day to weightlifting, and he
Oh,
would actually like do the warm ups and everything.
And nothing on him, but he was the skinniest one.
Yeah,
in the
he was weird. Like he was a
Yeah,
weird
he's trying to
fucker.
get his
Like you know those
muscles up.
T-shirts that like the whole T-shirt is like a picture. He would have one of those of like the XXX Tentacion, like half angel, half dead demon shirt, and then he had like
Nice.
a ceramic mask of all his tattoos, and I'm like, you're weird.
There you go.
On top of the fingerless gloves.
And he was across from us.
crazy.
Care would always be yelling at him to do more while we're doing fucking.
No, he was like literally
Literally,
like benching
he'd
and
be, like,
repping
sweating.
Oh,
the.
hey,
lifting,
he's
yeah.
fucking progressing.
Dude, yeah,
you
no,
guys are
good-
just fucking
yeah,
skipping
he
and
was-
grabbing McDonald's and
literally-
leaving your homies.
He was
jackass.
literally like lifting like hard. Like he'd be sweating, and Kara would be like, "Keep it up, Fudger!" And then we didn't move for 30 minutes. He'd be like, "Oh, you guys are killing it. You guys are doing great."
Hell yeah.
Oh,
We were
I love
seniors.
him.
I feel like he was just like.
Yeah, he kind of
He's just a
knew.
homie.
Yeah, he knew.
He was cool.
You guys know Trey Ika?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
This is just like a side note, but remember his dad's the lacrosse head coach?
I didn't know that.
His Ika. So Aaron Ika is the head coach for lacrosse.
Does he have a sister?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm thinking of the right person.
I don't know how old she is though. I
Does he-
just know-
Might be thinking of the wrong person then.
It's
are
Colton's
gonna
cousin. You know Trey?
Yeah, we know Trey. You know Trey.
Yeah, I've met. I don't think I've
Are
met.
you thinking
have
of
I
like
met him?
what's
Maybe.
her name?
You know who he
Probably
is. though.
once or twice.
Yeah.
Like you're-
maybe.
Starts with a C.
Maybe in high
You
school.
definitely know who each other are though.
Yeah.
Mouth it.
No, I definitely know what it is.
No.
No, okay, no, I'm thinking of the wrong person.
Mouth it.
Mouth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where were you with that?
Oh, duh. All I was saying is Aaron, his dad is the head coach, so he has a key. And Trey, when he's home, just goes and lifts a corner. Like whenever.
that's
That's
nice.
kind of fire.
I thought
that
they
not
moved.
That's
lit?
kind of. They
But I
have
thought they
nice
moved,
stuff at
though.
corner too.
Oh, nice as hell.
Yeah.
Because I thought they lived in like Oregon or some shit.
No, Trey goes back goes back east to school in
Okay.
like Philadelphia or some shit. He's a D1 lax, like crazy.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Didn't Bodie try to do that for a minute?
Yeah, I remember Bodie
He was
going.
Bodie could have. I don't. Bodie did. He was playing for the U.
Yeah, he
so
was
Bodie
going-
was
oh,
also
really?
D1, but he just hated it. Like he was just done with it.
Fair enough.
He had a knee injury. He tore his ACL once too, and I think that was kind of bugging him. And he was like, "This is not worth it."
You'll
to
never
risk."
fully recover from a tear like that.
No.
Yeah. So I think in his mind, it just wasn't like the amount of fun and everything that he was having wasn't worth
Destroying the body.
the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because he's also like enjoying all of his time in college and living with his homies, and you know what I mean.
Just enjoying the formative years.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think Bodie stopped. But yeah, when I have Trey's location and I would like just check and he'd just be at corner and I'd be like, what the fuck?
Just lifting.
So you
Yeah,
can just
so
go in the
finally-
middle of summer and lift.
Dude, whenever he wants. So finally I texted him. I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, my dad has a key. I just go and use the facilities when I need to.
That's so baller. You can
So
play your own
nice,
music.
That's
bro.
crazy.
So lit. Yeah, I think that shit is
It's like a
so
free
nice.
gym that's nicer than most paid gyms.
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
That's
you
insane.
can play the
Yeah,
music.
if you
Yeah.
want, you have access to the music for the whole thing. Like no one's.
We tried to
bothering
do that
you.
in Care's class. We
Yeah, I
tried to play
remember
our own
every single
music.
time they'd be like, "Oh, use your phone," because this is like right when we got the like lightning adapter for the new phones, and I had like the old iPhone 7, and for some
Oh,
reason they always
nice.
forgot that it had the lightning adapter, so they'd be like, "Oh, just use your phone and plug it
Because
in."
it was the shittiest phone.
Yeah, and I was like, "I don't
Oh,
plug
nice.
it in."
Yeah, we kind of like low key bullied Zach a little bit.
Yeah,
in
in
that class,
weightlifting,
'cause
for
we would-
sure.
There was a couple of times we left, but we let you know and brought you something.
Yeah, that time they just left and just did not grab anything.
Now I remember in like wrestling practice, Jake and I, like even when Jake wasn't wrestling, all 4 years, we literally just beat the shit out of each other to like old love country music.
Yeah, dude, it was
Oh,
crazy.
Like
that's a-
straight up like Keith Whitley for like 2 hours. So,
That's
like,
an
fucking-
insane
Either
vibe.
that or like 80s like
Yeah.
pop.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
what
right.
Taylor Swift vibes,
Dude, like Keith Whitley, like fucking
like country girl.
Some
Taylor
Johnny
Swift.
Cash.
Yeah, Johnny Cash, some Meet in the Middle, Diamond Rio, fucking.
Yeah, I remember.
That's a crazy vibe.
Dude,
Just
just like
beating
beating
the shit out of each
Trying
other.
to, like actually go at like you're actually trying to fucking beat the
Some
shit out
Marty
of someone.
Robbins.
while
It was never
someone's trying to beat the
hardcore.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're just. But here's the thing: it's because Coach here didn't want any like bad language or any of the music.
Mhm.
But when varsity would warm up, that's when he would be like, "Okay, you can use whatever music you want."
Except
so
for we
everyone
did-
would leave.
We did do
And we-
Enter Sandman for the what's it called? when we were walking in, when we were
Our
like,
entrance song, or
yeah,
our
it was like the round robin or whatever the fuck it was called. It wasn't a tournament. What was the other one?
Exhibition.
It was like when we were just facing one
a
team.
draft or a duel.
Maybe. Yeah.
A duel?
When varsity would walk,
when we would duel.
they would play Enter Sandman for that. You remember?
I don't think that swears though.
I know, but
No.
it was
But,
like the only
like,
one.
the only time we'd ever got to listen to, like, we'd play like Suicide Boys and shit. It was when before varsity, he would make everyone but like the 14 varsity wrestlers leave the wrestling room, and then we'd finally get to fucking.
Well, when Blake
Damn.
Svedin was there, he was probably getting the Suicide Boys on there for sure.
Dude,
You remember
Suicide
Blake
Boys
Svedin?
in high school was so heat.
Oh, it still is, bro.
Dude,
it was my number one artist for like 4 years.
Yeah,
It
dude,
was
it
a
was
different type of heat in high
Yeah,
school,
bro.
though, I think.
I would
They're
like.
coming out with new shit. No way, bro.
Mhm.
Have you heard their newest?
No, but like
Yeah.
it was like in
Dude,
high
it's
school, I
gas
felt
as
like I was just
fuck.
living it
Yeah.
through Suicide Boys. It was so far. Like we talked about this in the last episode, but we would literally like wake up, or I think 2 episodes ago, we'd like chug energy drinks and like blast Suicide Boys at like
And
7 in the
Ramirez.
morning.
Dude, that shit is gas.
It was so fire.
With our amps and our fucking
Oh my god,
7 in the
oh
fucking
my
morning.
God. And yeah, all of us
Camry-
had subwoofers, and all of us were just blasting. Oh my god,
Camry's
bro.
license plate is G59 something.
That's
Oh,
so
really?
swaggy.
like just randomly.
Oh, she didn't even purposely
Uh-uh.
do it.
Like
Wow.
it's just a random like G59 and then like other, but like the first 3 are G59.
That's
perfect.
swaggy.
That's
fucking
kinda
sweet.
Speaking
clutch,
of
yeah.
the homie
Dude,
he was
right?
talking about earlier to get the what's it called? I don't know, but he's got a whole bunch of fucking G59 merch that he could sell for a shit ton of money because they don't like re-release. them.
He's got a bunch of G59 stuff and a bunch of FTP stuff.
no.
No, one
The
of
dude
my
he
other
was talking
friends.
about earlier.
Yeah, I unreleased. Hit me up.
Dude, remember when I got paid like triple what I was supposed to at Jersey Mike's, and I was like, "Oh, do you think I should buy this Suicide Boys jacket?" And your ass was like, "Yeah, dude, just buy it." I'm like, "Well, they're gonna want their money back. They can see they overpaid me. Like, just buy it." It was like an $800 jacket. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't end up doing it.
Nah.
Honestly, you should have.
What a
I
bitch,
should've.
bro! Don't give them their money.
Exactly.
I should have honestly.
They fucking made the mistake. Did you tell them?
Yeah, he
He
brought
did.
it
I
up
think
to
I
him.
did.
He told
Yeah.
him. He told
I think
him.
I did. Well, cause dude, I was
He
expecting
got
like
paid like $3,800.
Dude,
yeah, I was expecting a $300 paycheck, and they paid me like $3,000. And I was like,
Keep
this is,
that shit,
I was
bro.
like, this is like, this is a lot more than if it was like a couple hundred more. I would have been like, okay, I'll keep
I think
it
it was the problem was at the time we didn't have that hatred for the franchise. I think
That's
it
true.
was later on you'd be like, "Fuck 'em."
Dude, if it happened like towards the end of it, and they could have paid me $20,000 more, I wouldn't have said a fucking word.
I would have still lit the
There was-
bitch on fire
Yeah.
on my way.
Our me, Cole, and Bodie, like we worked for that in Oregon for a lot of last year.
Mhm.
Remember? It was a union job, so I was telling these guys it was like 48 an hour base,
Damn.
and then but depending on what we were doing is what we would get paid on. So like base was 48. If we were like wiring some shit, we'd get paid electricians pay for like 60. Plumbing was like 88,
Damn.
and pool's a lot of plumbing. And there was one week where our boss gave me a shitload of plumbing hours just for out of
Fuck it.
anything, and oh my gosh, no shit, no fucking way I said a word.
Good.
No,
yeah.
bro.
I wouldn't have either.
That's one of my. I don't have many regrets in this.
Regrets.
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 It's like
I don't have
that
many regrets.
tattoo commercial
Regret.
of the Snickers.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Regrets.
Yeah, dude.
We didn't do fucking any of these topics, by the way. We did one.
Well, dude, I feel like the
Well,
more.
here, let's hit one more
Yeah,
for the end.
before we
Post
go.
nut clarity.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you want to start with that one
You
then?
brought it up.
I have a good start to this
Go,
one
go, go.
actually.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
So in my bathroom, this isn't like post nut, just okay.
Okay.
Just- I had
This
a
isn't
fucking
post-nut.
I had a wall,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd clean the wall every time, but
I had a wall.
I'd have points. You know what I'm saying? I'd have.
You had a fucking
I had
target on
points.
it.
dude. I had, like no, like the higher I got on the wall, like the higher.
Oh my
Like
God.
you know what I'm saying? But I'd clean it
Were
every
you
time.
marking
Obviously,
the wall, like this is the new record.
well, I knew.
I knew.
But
You can
I
see where the
cleaned the wall
paint
every
was
time,
lighter.
and then finally I turned like 18 or 19 a couple years ago, and I got a black light for Christmas.
Oh my God, that's
Oh
disgusting,
my
bro.
God.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
That'll give you some clarity.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
shit.
some
That was-
extreme post nut.
Yeah,
Let
that
me
is
fucking
like-
tell you.
Oh my God.
That is
like
a-
4 years built up of post
Yeah.
nut.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my family was not too pub.
Will you show? Did you show them?
Well, I
You're
didn't.
like, hey,
I
you
didn't
come
bring.
check this out.
Shit, you'll come check out the bathroom.
I showed-
Blacklight it.
You're like waving.
I think I
away.
showed my dad. And my dad just like fucking lost it, and everyone just found out. But
Oh my God, dude.
That's
Jesus.
so funny.
But we can get back to the post-nut clarity. Sorry.
I don't know. I might have to clip
No,
that one
was,
for the
that's
TikTok.
probably the best. Yeah, that's probably the best post-nut clarity bit you could have said.
Yeah, bro.
So-
Fucking keeping track of the record.
Dude, I asked Cameron one time if I can stand at like the back of her bathroom to see if I can like hit the tub.
So you got that fucking shot on you.
Dude, I feel like if anyone goes long enough, they got a fucking heater coming.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
true.
never to the point where I was hitting the wall. I don't think. And I
Depends
feel
on
like
how
my-
far you
Not that
stand
much
back.
spring. You got like a fucking bullseye on your fucking wall.
He's
like the deer hunting targets.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
Dude, I know. It was bad.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I mean, dude, it's like when you're
Listen,
like
in high school,
I was
if you
gonna
tell
say,
people that, that'd be badass.
Yeah, I was like, when you're 15 to like 18,
I know.
bro, like that type of shit. Like if you had told me that when we were in high school, I'd be like, that is the single coolest thing you could have ever
Yeah,
fucking
come on.
told me.
I know,
I'd be
I
like, oh,
know.
sick.
It was
I'd be like, what's your
funny,
max? Like,
I know.
like I would be so
Dude, I'm
pumped.
Yo,
still-
you got a
that's fucking-
PR? What's
Yeah,
your
what's
PR?
your
It's like
PR?
the 12 feet.
Yeah, like
Dude,
it's. But now I hear that and I'm like, that's fucking.
Here's the thing. I do
foul.
that with like from the toilet with my piss, but I don't think I've ever like.
Oh, like how far you can piss. From,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
This
We're
is
just-
a whole
this is-
different
come on.
field. This
You
is
know,
a whole different field.
It's same game, different players. You know.
Different games,
Different ball.
same players.
it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
soccer.
Different
and
ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Different.
It's like
Different
rugby
type
and
of
football.
balls.
football. Rugby and football. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
What about your post? Have you ever had a moment where you're like, Jesus, this is bad?
Jesus.
Jesus.
To be honest with you, no. It's mostly just been like.
What am I doing with my life?
Yeah, that's the big
No, it's
one.
kind of the opposite. It's like,
Damn,
it's
where's
like,
that
fuck yeah,
post-nut bump?
I'm the shit.
Really? You
Yeah.
get like an
Get
ego
that?
boost?
Kind of a you boost, yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
I like
Never?
that. The
Never.
closest I get to like literally like gainering off of the Empire State Building is right after I nut.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Like, right after
like
I
for suicide or just because you're a badass?
Dude,
no suicide.
Okay.
Like like when, I don't know what it is, bro. Whenever I finish, I'm like, yeah, that's it. I think this is it for me. I think I'm just gonna end it here.
Never
and
do
like
this.
a minute later, I'm like, I'm back with it.
Yeah, no way. For me, it's like, damn, where's my nicotine? This is gonna feel so good right now.
Dude, for
Drunk
me, it's always
cigarette.
I'm
like,
telling you, dude. Post-nut bumps.
Dude, a drunk cigarette.
Nice. Yeah, it's like that, but I'm telling you.
He actually
Or like, but
copyrighted it.
post-nut bumps, I'm telling you.
yeah.
That's when it feels the best.
Yeah.
I've
It's-
never
it's-
tried it because I
here's the
just
thing,
want to
it's-
kill
I'm-
myself.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
Every
like
single
that.
time. I'm like, I'm a horrible person.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
For me, it's like weed comes before.
Okay.
You
You
know
could
what
do it even then. Right then and
Yeah.
there.
Maybe during.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just pause.
Nah, dude. Every time I've done it,
Yeah, just keep going.
this is the fucking end.
Here's
is
like,
what
wait,
I
hold
think.
on a second.
One sec.
I always think that I'm like life can never get back to like that height that I just felt.
Never.
Yeah, that's one
Okay,
thing.
maybe not that because that's what I just said was insanely depressing. It doesn't get that bad.
Yeah,
There's a
so
few
you
times.
peak when you come is what you're saying.
No. I realized as soon as I said it, I was like, that sounds a lot worse than it actually is.
You didn't peak
But
in high
it's-
school. You peaked when you first
dude,
came.
yeah, it's like a weird like 1 minute loop where I'm like, dude, I'm fucking disgusting. I gotta change my ways.
It's
and then after a
crazy,
minute, I'm
dude.
like, I'm back at it, baby.
It's
I'm
crazy that
back
you
at
guys
it.
don't get that post nut clarity like that because I just like realized probably what I was looking like while I was doing. I'm like,
That's
"Oh,
another
come
one.
on,
You don't
dude."
want to consider that.
No,
Come on.
bro,
That's
that's a bad
disgusting.
one.
That's why there's things that happen that nobody else sees on this planet.
Yeah.
Right, but like
Fun.
I'm well aware of everything I just did, but in the moment I was like half not conscious.
Dude, yeah, I felt that too. Where like sometimes I've snapped out of it once where I'm like,
I'm like,
Whoa.
what the fuck? What the?
what am I doing with my life, bro?
I'm rubbing my wiener. Like, what do you mean? What am I doing?
Let's
It's
end it on
horrible.
that. Let's fucking end it.
It's
Ended
horrible.
on Jake's
Rubbing
rubbing
his
wieners.
Nah, bro.
Rubbing my wiener.
It's just
I'm
horrible.
going nowhere right now. This wiener rub is making me go no further in life.
I could have been trading stocks instead of rubbing my wiener. That's what I think. I could have bought some stocks.
Stocks.
Stacks.
But no
Fucked.
wiener rubbing.
No, everybody stop.
Well, I
It's
just want to say
horrible.
thanks for being our first
This
guest,
one, yeah,
Nicholas Hiner.
Thank you, boys,
It's
for
been an
having me.
absolute pleasure. This one was
And-
way fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This one flew.
Absolutely.
This one flew by.
This would be the most
This one did.
clippable
I was-
podcast for
I
sure.
For
think
sure,
so.
100%.
I was kind of.
Much obliged.
Much
Thank you
obliged.
again, my guy.
I can stand up because I don't have a stand. I don't. He doesn't need to stand
We will see you guys
Hell
next
yeah.
week.
Thanks for coming.
Subscribe,
Love
like,
you all.
follow this dude.
If you're British, don't watch and comment though.
Go flick some skulls on the babies.
Australians
No.
aren't welcome.
Australians
Don't
are
flick
more
any
than
baby
welcome.
skulls. No.
Flick them.
Send me the ripples in the comments. Send me the. I want.
Send me some ripple pics.
Send me the ripples
No.
of the, when you flick the kid's head.
No.
Where's the recoil?
No babies for Zach.
Peace.
See ya.